Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Acacia. Thank you so much for joining me. I am again sitting on this lovely couch, enjoying the $1 million ocean view, seeing the humpback whales way in the distance now, but they were closer, jumping out of the water, playing, having their, grand life. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Sorry, I could not get you footage or photos. They're just too far away. You can barely see them. But I did see them when they were close up in my episode I did last week, What is Conditioning? Sorry, I could not get you footage. I really wanted to. Okay, anyways, today, in this episode, we're going to talk about quantum entanglements. Now, quantum entanglements and conditioning are two keys to upgrading your frequency, your consciousness, your life, whatever you're doing. Understanding your conditioning and understanding just literally that everything is connected is going to raise your vibration, is going to raise your consciousness, is going to make creating something different in your life easier. Now, that's not to say that there's not going to be challenges, but you're going to understand and be able to make the choices and the pivots and the changes when we can understand that we've got some work to do and some clearing to do, and that's all interconnected. Like that right there, if you can just grasp that, you're on your way to some great shit. And I'm very, very excited for you. Now, quantum entanglements is that everything is connected in the world and in the universe. Every particle is connected with something else, and it knows no time, space, reality boundaries. Again, it knows no time, space, or reality boundaries, meaning that something that our ancestors did in a past life, if they're unprocessed that, or if it's working for them, whatever it is, if it's deemed important, it will get passed down through generations, right, wrong, good, or bad. That is the quantum entanglement there. A quantum entanglement is also your past lives. What you were doing in them affects the energy you be in that life, affects the energy you be in this life. Also, it is the picking up the phone right when your friend calls you. It's the I was just thinking about you, or it was the we were literally having a conversation about you and the phone rang. Whenever someone says that, I'm always like, I hope it's a good conversation. I hope we are talking about like all the cool shit I'm doing. But it's that. It is that our thoughts go out into the world and everything is picking up on that. The vibration of this couch affects me, influences me. I don't have to be at the effect of it, but it definitely influences me. It definitely sits in alignment or slightly out of alignment with what I love in life. This view, I'm aligning with this in some way. I am connected to this experience in some way. Science, you can get really nitty gritty on the science, but I also did an episode 2, What is Energy Healing? And we talk about this and how energy healing is directly linked to quantum entanglement, because from my point of view, from my awareness, from my knowledge, everything is internal world creates your external world. Your thoughts, feelings, emotions, judgments, considerations create your point of view, and your point of view creates your reality. When we start to shift our points of views, our beliefs, our relationships, how we're reacting, how we're responding to something, what we believe is possible for us are, and someone said it, what your personal constitution is. I love that. I loved hearing that from someone the other day. When that starts to change, when your inner world starts to shift, you will begin to notice your life is shifting. You'll begin to notice your friendships are changing, your conversations are changing, how your body is, maybe what ailments were plaguing you before. Physical pain will start to disappear. You'll become more aware of how your body is communicating with you. You'll start to see your outer world shift of opportunities coming your way, experiences in life, how you deal with challenges and the ebbs of flow of this beautiful lifetime that we are in. You'll start to notice actually less reactivity in your world, because you will no longer have the same reference points that you did prior to doing your work. And you'll start to have a completely different point of view and perspective on so much of life. And then that changes again, how you respond, how people respond to you, what you attract in your life. And it will begin to shift faster the more aware and conscious you are of it all. Quantum entanglement, I don't want to get too nitty gritty and I want to keep this conversation short, is such a key awareness factor, because when we start to recognize the interconnectedness of everything, we begin to be aware and acknowledge how you showing up in your world is creating your life. So that is my little take on quantum entanglement. It is a huge part of the work that I do with folks, with work that I do with women. When we start clearing the emotional baggage in our life, when we start clearing the emotions we've bought from our parents, what our ancestors have passed down, what our society and culture tells us, knowing and in conscious form and subconscious, when we bring all of that up, we are literally shifting and changing the quantum entanglements of your life. And when people talk about like quantum leaps, it's you getting aligned with the thing that you want and collapsing the timeline for you to experience it. Noticing what the alignment is required to be at. You're clearing what is sticking you, what you are doing to yourself, how you are stopping yourself, and then you're shortening that time period to achieve that. And it is possible for everybody, including myself. This is why I continue to work on myself. This is why I continue to work with people. And the work that I do with women in our 12-week process, this offer that I've created, this latest thing that I've been doing with women is putting them through a 12-week process where we're looking at unraveling as much as we possibly can from our foundation, so that when we start to look at specifics, it is with so much more ease and awareness and consciousness. I'm seeing my clients progress faster and I'm seeing them have results because we do a little bit of the like foundational clearing first. When we start to get into what they're really asking for, that is all connected in and of itself, it is processed at a way faster speed. A one-off session, you can only go so far, but now we can go a lot deeper and a lot quicker in these containers of 90 days. So if you're curious about that, I really encourage you to go over to my website, keishabad.com/work with me, and book yourself a free consultation with me, a release session, and we'll get a chance to talk. We'll get a chance to clear, and we'll get a chance to walk through what it's like to work with each other. And I like doing it that way because then I get a better sense of who you are and what you're looking for, and if we're going to be a good fit together. So that's why I get everyone to come through a consultation first with myself. So go ahead, book that, get on my calendar, let's have a chat. In my next episode, I want to talk about, which is going to build on the conditioning conversation, this conversation of quantum entanglements, is I want to talk about this particular time that everyone hits when they start doing this work. It's space. It's like the space and time where you get that not a lot of people talk about, but it is super critical in acknowledging it, because it is going to be the difference maker in my experience and perspective, the difference maker of if you regress backwards or actually collapse those timelines to achieve or receive or experience what you're asking for in your life and in your body and in everything. So I want to talk about that particular time period because not a lot of people talk about it. And I want to give you an insight of what that is so that if you're going on your own work and your own journey, wherever you are in that, you're going to have these moments constantly come up. And these moments are so critical in keeping the momentum going forward and reduce the amount of times that you regress or you repeat your patterns. So until next time, have a freaking fantastic day. I'm enjoying my view, $1 million view here with the whales still jumping far in the distance, but they're still going at it. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I'll chat with you soon. Until next time, cheers.